All over China, it takes it to a whole other level.
The Trump administration has recently punished labor. XPCC and Xinjiang party leaders have been sanctioned for, quote, serious human rights abuses. The Department of Homeland Security banned all XPCC products it says are made with forced labor. And Customs and Border Protection has seized Uyghur-made hair extensions and women's gloves. Sponsored by Massachusetts Democrat Jim McGovern.
The evidence of systematic and widespread forced labor in Xinjiang is astounding and irrefutable.
But under Xi Jinping, external pressure may be incapable of changing Chinese policy.
The government is making decisions about these horrendous abuses against Uyghurs in Xinjiang. It's part of the conservative policy, and only the government can change that.
And there's no evidence China has any intention of changing its policy, as family members of the detained know all too well.
China does not want to educate Uyghur people. They want to destroy them. They will just put you in jail just because you are a Uyghur.
After Merdang Gapur filmed and sent this video to his uncle, he hasn't been seen since. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Nick Schiffer.
Such a tough story to hear. Stay with us for a moving story of a mother and a daughter. But first, take a moment to hear from your local PBS station. It's a chance to offer your support, which helps to keep programs like ours on the air. If you are a healer, where do you find comfort? In the case of a number of doctors across the U.S., the answer is music. As part of a series on the connection between arts and health, Jeffrey Brown went to Newton, Massachusetts this summer to see how medical professionals are regenerating their spirits. This encore presentation is part of our Arts and Culture series, Canvas.
It's called the National Virtual Medical Orchestra. 60 medical professionals and students from around the country, musicians all, who come together usually to perform in the way that's suddenly the new normal in the digital world. But on a recent day, 8 of them, led by conductor John Masco, were live and in person for us, playing parts of works by several composers at a socially distanced backyard gathering.
This is a rare chance to hear live music, of course, and for these medical musicians, an opportunity to actually get together and play. For some of them, the music is also a kind of healing in a time of trauma.
One was violist Dr. Michael Cho, who's been on the front lines of the pandemic.
I saw a lot of really, really sick people. My specialty is seeing sick people. That part of it I was used to. Just the number of people in that condition was mind-boggling.
A pulmonary and critical care physician at Brigham and Women's Hospital in Boston, Joe has been caring for patients most in need of ventilators to help them breathe.
There is a lot of tragedy. For example, one of the worst things I think about the pandemic is seeing family members. So a husband and wife both come in. A woman and her nephew, they're sick at the same time, and maybe they both succumb to the illness. I mean, those kinds of things are just horrible to think about. And to have my colleagues and my coworkers and my friends and my family in music is what keeps me resilient through all this.
For many medical professionals like Michael Cho, music came before seen a steady rise in the number of so-called medical orchestras all over the country. One of the oldest, founded in 1984 by members of the Harvard Medical School, is the Longwood Symphony in Boston. Pediatrician Lisa Wong has served as its president and violinist.
I think the attention to detail and our training for looking for beauty and working hard to make that happen is the same between being a musician and being a doctor.
There's the act of close listening to the strings of a fellow musician or the murmur of a patient's heart. There's the need for concentration and striving for excellence in both. There's even neurological connectivity, she says. Playing music in childhood helps wire an information highway in the brain.
Once those highways are established, You can put it through that. You can put medicine through that. You know, you develop the brain differently. So what the neuroscientists are finding is the brain of a musician looks different than a brain of someone who hasn't played music.
There's also a growing effort to use their music to help patients directly. During the pandemic, Longwood members have performed outside a number of local hospitals. And Wong helped form the Boston Hope Hospital Music Project, medical and other musicians performing for COVID patients. Now she says the group wants to find even more ways to help fellow frontline medical workers, including offering music lessons and performances. For now, the National Virtual Medical Orchestra is providing a select group from around the country a place and connect with some larger purpose.
When you work with a medical orchestra, you really get that perspective that we are here for spiritual fulfillment and we're here to ourselves.
You feel that.
I feel that because they feel that. Yes.
It was started this spring by 28-year-old John Nasco, the son of two physicians, but not one himself, who's worked with medical musicians as music director of the Providence Medical Orchestra. It, like arts groups everywhere, shut down in the pandemic.
I started to hear very quickly from people about how it was simultaneously happening, that their stress levels were rising astronomically in their professional lives, and that the vital outlet they had for relieving that and for using a different part of their brain was now gone.
Nasco has found a new way into producing in virtual space. He sends musicians a video of himself conducting a piece. The individuals record themselves, send in their video, and then rework their parts based on Nasco's email notes. Then the 60 individual voices are put together by professional audio and video producers.
Groups like ours are really positioned to lead the way in innovating this new style of music making, which even when we get back to performing regular live music can feed back into that and expand the sphere of music making.
Raise your hand if you're just happy playing with a fellow human being, playing music. 2 hands.
For now, these musicians are left with this kind of distance gathering, along with a deep understanding of the connections between art and medicine, including when it's the healers themselves in need.
It's hard and it's necessary to know that you also need to heal, to be able to become revitalized so that you have enough energy to go back out. That's the whole thing about the arts, that will revitalize you, restore faith in humanity, opportunity to really appreciate beauty. And once that's filled, then you can give it back.
You're alive again, in a sense.
Absolutely.
And there's nothing like live music for that. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Jeffrey Brown in Newton, Massachusetts.
When Beth Papanastasio's daughter Bella was born, she was diagnosed with a rare degenerative genetic disorder and given 18 months to live. In tonight's emotional, brief but spectacular, we meet mother and daughter 4 years into their journey on which Papanastasio says palliative care is key to making the most of her daughter Bella's life.
My daughter Bella is 4.5 years old now. About 7 hours after she was born, she was transferred to Children's National. After about 2 weeks in the NICU, they informed us that Bella had a very rare genetic disorder called pontocerebellar hypoplasia type 6. At that time, only about 12 cases had been reported in the world, and they did let us know that in most of those cases, the children did not live past infancy, and that was truly the start of our journey in our life with Bella. When we first brought her home, every day I felt like, well, today could be the day that we lose her. The PANDA team at Children's National is the palliative care team that works with families who have children with terminal conditions or other very serious conditions. they have been through it and they've been through it with other families. The hardest decisions that we make with the palliative care team are deciding at what point Bella is still fighting to be with us. And at what point do we know that Bella is tired? Having the support of the Panda team is crucial to my ability to care for Bella the best way possible and just give us the support and strength that we need to get through living with a child who, you know, will likely pass before you do. It's going to be a little bit different. What I want for Bella is that she knows that she's loved, that she knows that we are here for her and will fight for her, and that she experiences life in the way that she can. She keeps me going, because if I stop, there's no one for Bella. And I have to get up every day and I have to take care of her and I have to struggle with her and laugh with her. And if I'm not there to be that person, then I'm letting her down and she doesn't have enough time to be let down. My name is Beth Papanastasio, and this is my brief but spectacular take on my daughter Bella.
It is so clear that Bella is loved, and we thank you, the Papanastio family, for sharing Bella's story with us. And you can find all of our brief but spectacular segments online at pbs.org/newshour/brief. And that is the news hour for tonight. I'm Judy Woodruff. Join us online and again here tomorrow evening. For all of us at PBS NewsHour, thank you. Please stay safe.
Major funding for the PBS NewsHour has been provided by
architect, beekeeper, mentor, a Raymond James financial advisor tailors advice to help you live your life. Life well planned.
For 25 years, Consumer Cellular's goal has been to provide wireless service that helps people communicate and connect. We offer a variety of no-contract plans, and our US-based customer service team can help find one that fits you. To learn more, visit consumercellular.tv. Johnson & Johnson. BNSF Railway. The Ford Foundation, working with visionaries on the front lines of social change worldwide. And with the ongoing support of these institutions. And friends of the News Hour.
Okay, it's 1:35 in the afternoon. I'm in downtown Portland. It's on the post office. Today is December the 3rd, 2020. And I'm on the number 6 headed down to First Place. On MLK and MLK and Anchor. Went to the downtown area where you can see everything on Rider 40 up. I used to be 100 people down here, but now the place to walk around every once in a while. Yeah, we're talking to the hot dog rig right now. On down here to MLK, going down here to Market. Down there in the pretty traffic. everybody to have a good supper. I'm gonna make sure that I got it that's right.
Hi. So, what are you called?
Hello. What's your name and where are you from?
Oh, oh. Help? Sorry.
Where are you from?
You want to know if she married?
No. That key is really, that key is rolled over. Wow. Oh. Whoa! That was my card. That's your card. That's weird.
Help me.
No, I didn't.
See, help me.
What?
Oh, that's creepy.
Wow. I'm never at a loss for words, but I seem to be at a loss for words now. You've scared the hell out of all three of us.
Show me. Put your hands on me. You don't put your hands on me. Man, wait. Wait, you put your calm down. Calm down. He put his hands on the airline. This put his hands on my husband. Hey. I said, where's the police? Where's the police? And all he had to do was help. All he had to do was help. He touched him. He touched him. You saw him. And I'm reporting. You saw him. No, he ain't. He is me. He hurt you already. Now you finish. Listen, if you're about to finish, you will get the truck. You're going to respect me. Please. You don't see that? This isn't illegal. This is not against the law. This is my right. This is my right. This is my right. This is my right. Who's watch? Because I already asked outside perimeter policy is one of your colleagues. If you're about to finish, you will get the truck. You're going to You don't see that? This isn't illegal. This is not against the law. This is my right. This is my right. My right. This is my right. Who's watch? Show me. Show me.
Whoa.
Are you the head of the group? Because I already asked outside perimeter policy is one of your colleagues about because this man was popping up his head like his lung disease of some kind, and she said, "Oh," and then I said, "Yeah," because I'm sitting very close to him. Yep. And there's like no policy when someone's obviously very ill that he should be on.
My colleague has observed him, and she said she hasn't seen him cough.
Oh, in the 5 minutes that she's seen him at the most, but he was in front of her colleagues outside there. Visually, they were in their vision outside at the desk. The people who were organizing this, I told them there was one next to her. Are you filming this? I am. Why would you not expect that?
You're actually not allowed to.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Someone allows you to do it.
Okay, so your policy is not if anyone has obviously or yes.
Well, once you turn that off, then we'll continue this conversation.
If
What? Crazy.
on it. You're just a kid. Why?
Old military buddy opened a dive shop down here. I'll give him a call.
You forgot you always have a guy.
Autopsy notes on 2 male skeletons pulled out of the bay, both missing hands and feet.
I'm all ears.
Bonnie, how's that security footage from the hotel going?
Nothing yet, but I'm still looking through it. It's a couple weeks worth of security footage.
Copy.
I told so many people they've lost loved ones. It never gets any easier.
Money, it never will.
But you help more than you know.
Yes, of course.
My little girl. Mr. Count. Is she in there? It's John. Not Susie. Oh, God. She did too. We don't know yet. But she couldn't be. What if I never see her again? Can't think like that.
Okay, my buddies over at Interpol finally got back to me. We ran the DNA on the 2 skeletons that were just dragged out of the bay, and we got a hit. Both were males, however, we were able to identify one as Anouk Mitterson, 35, Dutch. Last known photo was taken a week before he and his new wife Monica disappeared. Local authorities said after renting a car, they took up on a day trip and never returned.
I remember this. About a year ago, Anouk's parents wanted their son to be pronounced dead so they could claim the insurance policy. The insurance company performed an investigation and concluded there was no proof of foul play or that Anouk and his wife were deceased.
They theorized that Anouk and his new bride skipped town to avoid their growing debt.
We accepted the insurance company's findings. No body, no crime.
Clara, anything come from the interviews?
All of the hotel guests and employees were clean or at least had solid alibis.
So both missing couples were honeymooners.
Monty, look into anything else that's happened in that bay over the last few years.
You got it.
to be married.
What are you talking about?
If you want to marry me, I am strong. Protect you.
What did you do to John? Oh my God.
The unsub is killing and consuming part of the males, but keeping females alive, thus absorbing their strength and their property, which is a common warrior practice.
Property.
Historically, women were considered legal possessions that men could leverage for a variety of reasons.
3 dead bodies, all males. So why does the unsub feel the need to keep reasserting his dominance?
This MO is so specific, it's doubtfully killed the women in a different way.
Which means they're still alive.
So what if he's taking the dead men's women as his wives?
So our unsub is not only a cannibal, but also a polygamist.
Mayans were monogamous, the only practicing polygamists in the era, Aztecs.
So his ritual was Aztec, not mine.
But Aztecs were Mexican.
Right. So we're looking for a mestizo who's good with a blade and access to all of our victims.
Honey! Why this whole Aztec thing? Why does that speak to him?
Regressing to a culture where men were conquerors has allowed him to find his place in this world.
I want you to meet someone special. This is Susie. She will be another man.
I reached out to my friends in a webpage called the Global Missing Peoples Network. Denise Brown of Toronto posted about her daughter Trish Brown's mysterious disappearance 3 years ago in Belize, where she met a boy named Colin Jackson on a cruise ship and they eloped.
Where were they last seen?
At the San Pedro courthouse. Here's the last photo they took.
Remember this, Tilly?
We didn't handle that.
Yeah, because Trish and Colin came in on a cruise ship that fell under maritime law. So the Belize Police Department didn't investigate. Ship security boxed the investigation and eventually filed it with Canadian Interpol as a cold case.
So we believe this third body could possibly belong to Colin Jackson?
Same height, estimated weight based off bone density makes it more than likely that it is.
Now, Trish and Colin borrowed Denise's credit card so they could rent a car for the day to see the island.
2 out of our 3 couples rented cars. The other was a hotel assigned guest car.
Someone's get on the horn and find out where the hotel gets their cars.
Now, I cross-referenced all the dates that our 3 couples either went off the grid or were declared missing, and they all seem to fall within the first few weeks of October.
Focus on traumatic events occurring in the first part of October. Combine that with information you find out on the bay. Let's shake something out of this tree.
That's the deal.
1 second, Lily. Mamá, te tengo notición. No, ma, no, not getting married. Now AT&T deals on smartphones are for both new and existing customers. No, ma, don't put papá on the phone. Ay, papi, no me gané la lotería. Le estoy diciendo a mamá que ahora en AT&T las ofertas en smartphones.
I should also tell my mom the news.
It's not complicated. AT&T has big news. Our best deals on smartphones are for everyone.
Let's get this party started!
Class is back in session.
Is your free always like that?
So grab your besties and tune into the Grassy.
Boys night and boys night. And may I say we're having a whale of a good time.
Keep the secret on its own 24/7 channel. Learn, live, and love with the stars of this hit show.
The blingity bling.
Right here on Pluto TV. Your favorite stars like you've never seen them before.
Classy, that's hot, spiritual. What?
Where do I know you from?
Playboy.
Walking into a church, don't ignite.
Go behind the scenes and get up close
You should get your tax straight.
and personal
That's fantastic.
on Pluto TV Celebrity all day and all night.
I'm T-Pain, musician, businessman. I'm on a quest to find the entrepreneurs who are defining the future. Yeah.
This is a $122 billion industry.
What?
People said, you're going to never build a truck with batteries. Wow. I grew up flipping burgers. I saw a better vision.
I like your imagination.
This is the American dream. T-Pain, catch up now on Pluto.
Hey, it's Ian Arlington from Young Sheldon.
So, Kogan, you're from The Amazing Race with some crazy hair for a crazy time.
You are not alone.
We're here for you.
Take care of each other. We're all in this together.
Love you. Peace. Between the battle, beyond the strategy, behind the history, there is courage, bravery, honor, patriotism, and freedom.
Freedom doesn't come free. A lot of people think that it does, and that's not right.
What is corruption under these circumstances?
This is Pluto TV Military.
Welcome to Game Show Central, the new home of the fast and fun world of game shows.
Every second counts.
Welcome to Game Show Central. Man's best friend is taking over Pluto TV with an all-new channel that's going to the dogs every hour of every day. Dogs 24/7 on Pluto TV.
What have you got? Okay, I uncovered an event from 3 years ago. A car accident took place near the bay, same location the dead bodies were dumped.
Go on.
A tourist couple in Belize on their honeymoon killed a local woman, Rosa Kayatan, when they hit her car directly into the bay. The body was recovered by her husband, Antonio, a local butcher.
The Zan subtype that explains why he's so